Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we're going to do another breakdown here today on Kirk Cousins, newly traded to the Vikings. That's going to be very interesting to see. The Vikings are going to get Dalvin Cook back. They got Stephon Diggs. They got Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, and now Kirk Cousins. That offense is going to be legit. But anyway, let's get right into the breakdown. I mean, one of the things that stands out to Kirk Cousins, he's just very I want to say vanilla, I guess would be a good way to put it, in how he kind of plays the quarterback position. You know exactly what you're going to get. But, in order to do that, you have to have a very consistent mechanical approach to throwing, and I think that's what he does. I think, he's very, he's gonna throw about the same way every time. He doesn't have a super big arm. He doesn't have a super accurate arm or a super accurate release, but he's good. He's good. He's not necessarily great at anything, but he's good at other than maybe just like managing the game, and does a pretty good job of not turning the ball over. So anyway, we'll get right into the breakdown here. You see him kind of sitting back. I'd say one of the things that he does, he kind of drops the ball a little bit, right? See that there, and that'll affect your overall release time if you end up dropping the ball. It's going to take it longer for you to get rid of it once you do end up throwing. Another big thing that he does is it seems like he doesn't have a great weight transfer forward, so then he has to really push off the ground to get extension into that front knee to make it so then he's able to throw. He also uses a lot of that front shoulder opening up in order to get the throw, which makes it so he ends up dropping that elbow a little bit. See how as he's transferring from the ball going back to the ball coming forward, how that elbow kind of comes underneath. It's not great. You could work on getting more wrist range of motion instead there, and then again, you could work on making sure that that front shoulder stays a little bit more closed. Those are going to be a big parts in ensuring that you can maintain some accuracy and then also maintain health within the shoulder. Okay, I would say another thing too is when he originally steps here with this front leg, he's going and he's kind of falling back, right? He's not on the balls of his feet. He's not getting a good transition forward. He's falling back. He still ends up delivering a good pass there. It ends up being a little high, but it ends up being completed, which is really the name of the game there. So here's another one where you can see some of the same where he does get weight shift going forward, but it's not an excellent. He could really get more power in his throw if he had a better push off the back leg, and we've seen guys that have a better push off the back leg there to get back going onto their weight on the front leg. But he does have a very stable, solid front leg, right? So one of the things I know there's a lot of guys that would say, I push off the ground too, and I get knee extension when I throw, but or straighten the leg when I throw. So what's wrong with that? And I would say, usually when I see guys who do that, who straighten that knee, they end up also lifting up with that heel. You can see with Kirk, he still keeps that heel down, so he's pushing down into that ground, into the ground. So he might not necessarily be, as stable because he's trying to go through knee extension. He's assisting his stabilization with that knee extension, but at least he's not lifting that heel off the ground, which makes it so he's really not in a bad spot. He has a slight lean over to the side during the throw, which we've talked about isn't a bad thing. Can help out with power production, which he needs more power production because he lacks that push off the back legs. That also makes it so he has to open up that front shoulder a little bit early, is because he's lacking that power up in the front leg. So there's some mechanical things that Kirk Cousins could definitely improve on. Okay, we'll see here. Again, drops the ball a little bit. Okay, you can initiate that movement by just getting that elbow right up. Like we see that with how Aaron Rodgers throws, and even like a Josh Allen. Those guys are good at getting the ball right back. They don't drop the ball very much. As you're transferring on the front leg, make it so you're actually pushing off of that back foot and getting these hips rotating. Okay, he stops that rotation early in that left hip because he's starting to extend the knee, and when he starts to extend the knee, that makes it so then the spine ends up having to go off to the side or lean off to the side. Then when you start leaning to the side with the spine, now you're going to end up opening up that front shoulder, which he then uses that front shoulder to help him get through the throw. Which, it makes it so he still has power. It's not necessarily the end of the world if you throw like that. It's just you could be a little bit more efficient in some of these other guys and how they throw. Here's a little play action. He gets to the back of the drop, transitions out that back leg. This one's better. So, watch this. So see how he goes to that back leg, then he transfers on the front leg, and now notice how this time he throws and he doesn't need to get as much of the extension within the front leg because he's really driving down forward and really pushed off that back leg. So this is more of what you want to see. And he even doesn't drop the ball as much here. He does a little bit better job keeping that ball up. And again, he doesn't end up going into as much knee extension as early. And I mean, the ball's a freaking dart. So there's some things that that he can work on, and you can see the difference between when he throws with having that straight knee compared to when he throws when it's a little bit more bent, and kind of the difference of power. Even though that last one was a nice throw as well, he still has accuracy, and he's still he's definitely ballsy, definitely takes risk, which is great. Gotta love him for it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching these breakdowns. Wanted to get this one out there to you. I actually thought I already did a Kirk Cousins breakdown, so thanks for letting me know that I didn't. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. You can send me an email, Morey, M-O-R-E-Y, @yourperformancelab.com, or you could just send a comment here. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have some time, go ahead and check out our free online ebook as well as our online throw program, 5-month online throw program that we're doing right now. We're starting to do some different promotions, different discounts going into, now it's the later part of the off season. So if you guys are still interested, send us an email or sign up for the program. We'll be happy to tell you more about what we're doing, and we'll be happy to help you out and have you become part of the program. All right, as always, thanks for watching these videos, and we will see you soon.